Let's move on. Yes.
I care about that. I need to make an apology here on air.
What?
Remember when I made an apology the first time with you? And now I've made like 20 million apologies on air. First of all, I want to apologize to every listener who's been commenting, when are you going to cover Miami? When are you going to cover Miami? When are you going to cover Miami? By the way, I have interviewed last season Larsa and Alexia and Adriana. I had Anakin Koses on from the past, Karen Sierra, Leah Black, Christy Rice. I've interviewed about 20 Miami housewives. So go and listen to all of those fucking interviews of people that have been on my show from Real Housewives of Miami. That doesn't sound like an apology. I'm getting to it. I would like to apologize first and foremost to all the listeners that have been reaching out hour by hour on the YouTube comments and in my DMs. When are you going to talk about Miami? It's so good. I would next like to apologize to Alexia and Adriana, and God help me, I'm saying Marisol, but I got to say Marisol, Larsa and Julia and Nicole and Gertie. I am so sorry. I have caught up. We had a break. I have caught up. I have watched Miami. Real Housewives of Miami is phenomenal. It is phenomenal.
This is what you texted me. Okay.
And I'm apologizing to Lisa Hochstein too. You know what it is? Because I actually talked to someone else that's like, slow your roll, bitch. It's not phenomenal. So either it's phenomenal, like I'm saying it is, or the rest of these franchises are so awful. Potomac, it's still not my favorite season.
Really?
It's not my favorite. You can disagree. You're making a face.
I do. I like it. I mean, it's
wow? Is it
straws? No, it's not wow. It's grasping at straws, but I kind of like the straws. Like, I like this whole Mia, they're outing Mia as like basically having sex with like all her friends and crazy threesomes. And, it sounds like Mia and Mia's man, probably swing. Like
they bought a car or something for this woman,
Jacqueline, the best friend. He co-signed basically so she could get the Porsche. I've said it before. I mean, my prediction is Mia is probably going to be the next one in like financial ruin. I could be wrong, but she's the one that put up, my brother-in-law stole all our money. We don't have any money, like right before the season started. Everybody knows they lived outside of Baltimore and then they rented a mansion in Potomac for this season. That's public knowledge. But no, I mean, Giselle and Robin, Batman and Robin are getting like a little much, they just gossip. They don't provide a lot of stuff. And by the way, although I don't know that it was caught on camera, but I mean, there's a lot going on with Juan and this sexual, like alleged assault harassment issue that's going on at the college that he coaches at. There's a lot there. There's an alleged affair rumor, there's this ongoing, they're never going to get married. But, we don't hear a lot about that. Again, I've said it a million times, like Giselle is amazing, but I don't know. Giselle has a spell, I guess, on producers because I don't know what she brings.
Andy loves her.
Yeah.
But you know what it is?
Like it's a storyline.
I'm just at the point where it's like, when I watched season 2 of Bling Empire, I was like, as good as as season 3, as good as the first, second. When I watched Selling Sunset, oh my God, Selling OC, oh my God, My Unorthodox Life this season, oh my God. Like I can't sit there and say this is Housewives, so I'm still going to watch. I understand why people have stopped watching. Now I have to watch because here I am. This is an actual job, everybody. This is a job. Do I love my job? Sure. Have I created a great life for myself? Sure. If I say one more thing about myself, I will be in the Bethany category, so I'm not allowed to. However, I have to watch. I understand why people have stopped watching. I get it. I'm not going to watch. It's like the light bulb went on with Survivor, with The Real World, with The Amazing Race. There's many shows where I was in the middle of a season and I said, why I watched American Idol way past that Kelly Clarkson and that Carrie Underwood. And then one day I woke up and I said, I fucking hate this. Why am I watching? So I don't want to say these words about Housewives because this is my job, but I watch certain things. Dahmer. Oh, brilliant. Like I don't want to convince myself to spend 57 hours on a TV show to mediocre like it. So Potomac, Atlanta, was it for me. OC, oh, bad. Like I'm giving
Horrible.
Potomac and Atlanta the middle wrong. I don't even want to. We don't even have to talk about Salt Lake. Horrible. Like so. I
It's
don't
not
know.
so
Are these
bad.
other franchises so bad? I don't know. Miami just did it. It's the music, the feel, that all the girls are bringing something. Look, we got lucky. We got lucky. Producers with this major Lenny Hochstein, Lisa Hochstein divorce, but the way the women are rallying about Lisa, it's almost reminiscent of the old days of New York, where it's like Larsa and Lisa are having a huge fight over something. These are two friends, and the next minute they're kissing, and then Adriana's got something. It's like everybody is pulling their weight in Miami. It's not like nobody is.
That's okay. I'll give you that. Then I got to get on board because that's amazing. Because I think these other franchises, the problem is Meredith. It's like, Salt Lake, Meredith, Lisa. Like, what else do we have? I mean,
and to me, and I can't believe I'm saying this because I know a lot of these players in Miami and just how much they want to be there. We'll just leave it at that. But it feels authentic to me, whereas there's not one thing about Salt Lake this season that feels authentic. The girls don't know what to do. I don't want, you don't have to DM me anymore. I still don't feel it in my heart, this Whitney and Heather thing. I know they do interviews and it's a real feud for over what? It's not going to last I don't feel it the way I feel Melissa and Teresa never speaking again. Like, I don't feel it. Meredith and Lisa, that feels more real to me, but I feel like it's all a bunch of people trying to save this show. I think they're all in on it. They're all trying to save it and get it back on the rails, and nobody wants that. Miami, to me, feels authentic. I don't see Larsa and say she's desperate. She's trying for her one-liners. Now, some people are a little more desperate than others, but overall, Kiki has stepped up as a friend of. They're really, and I have a lot of interviews coming up, by the way, from Miami Housewives. A lot. A lot. Some have already just started, but it just feels authentic. It feels like, and the girls are rallying around Lisa. What Lisa's going through, Lisa, what is going on with Lisa is the same as Jen Shah or Erica, in the sense of like, or Tom and Luann, of something major that is really just unfolding during filming in real time. It's unbelievable. So Miami, I apologize to every housewife that is on it this season and everyone that has been saying, what is your problem? When are you going to talk about it? I have watched it. It is great. I love it. I love it.
All right. Well, now I'm on board. I love that endorsement. I love that endorsement. And good for them. I see them getting a lot of attention. And by the way, Miami is only on Peacock, right? They have not, and I'll be curious to see. I mean, do they end up moving it to mainstream Bravo?
Well, they move it to Bravo like last season, like Girls Trip. They moved it after the fact. Like when it's over, it'll probably start. Yeah, and they'll move it. So you can watch it.